Here's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Yard line. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick six. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. Over the middle to Wilson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down, brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it.
11.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Garoppolo on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And able to find Garcon. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Grady Jarrett forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete. Robert Alford that time on the great coverage.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Hey, Tuesday. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Here's Ryan to throw. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta first down. Ryan. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. On second down, here's Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Now Ryan. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 6 there on first. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Obviously, the offense thought they had something going by trying to go wide on a short yardage play. But how about the defense expecting something in the middle and still able to adjust and sprint to the edge and make the play?
They'll run it. Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Screenplay, McKinnon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. He finds McKinnon, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. On 1st down, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now Garoppolo. And that's incomplete. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll try and throw for it here. It's caught by Garcon. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. '49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 at the 19. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40, past the 20, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
What we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early. to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
He may try and run for this. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
11.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Over the middle to Garcon. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Looking for Garcon, he's got him. Touchdown 49ers. Pierre Garcon in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers get a score closer. Gold with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now Ryan, eluding the pressure right. And this one is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
Well, after what we just saw, we know that with third down coming up, this is not a gimme for the offense. They've got to figure out what they want to do. Do they challenge their offensive line and try and run it, or do they go ahead and concede that this is a tough defense and put it in the air? Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Ryan.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game. So
from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Space to run past the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Ryan, the quick slant caught, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Mohamed Sanu, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's Bosher to kick it away.